Okay guys, this is my room. It's almost done. I still have stuff to put on the walls as far as artwork and stuff, but that's it. This room is only a 10 by 10. I do have a queen size bed. That is my chair. Over here I have a set of drawers with a candle warmer. There's the window that looks out into the woods. Right here, this shelf is my printer plus all paper. That some of it is for the printer, cardstock and regular paper. The other paper is like for paper crafts, cardstock, different colors. I have that. That is a package that I need to open. But behind that package, there is I'm blaming it on, Gert Creates, because there's a clay kit down there. Yeah, I'm blaming her. That little printer on top, that is my shipping labels. I don't open up my printer a lot to scan or anything, and that's not how you load paper up there, so it's not in my way at all. This, you're looking at my desk. I was just watching Andy's live on there. That's my Amazon Fire. That's how I watch all of your guys' videos and any streaming television or anything I need. So this side, what I did is, if you guys remember, I had a big stack of 6 of these Sterilite drawers. They're deep. I took it down and put 3 on each side. This right here is a 4-foot table. I did not use the legs. I just put the table on top of the bins, and it is sturdy as hell. Now, I did not bring the sets of drawers all the way in underneath because I needed the leg room, and as you can see, that's where I'm storing all my resin. It also gave me a ledge on both sides that I could put stuff. So like the air purifiers there, I have a thing of baby wipes. Then my son put these up for me today. They're just like garage wall bins, but I use them in here for like glue. Over here is all like embellishments. That's my Kuromi that my granddaughters gave me. Up there is stuff I don't use a lot, like it's not a daily grab. Glue, UV resin is all here. My unboxed UV resin is right on the side. This shelving unit over here has drawers. Some of those gray drawers are empty, so I have some space there. And then I have a set of the Harbor Freight pull-out bins, like they use it for nails and stuff like that. Mine has beads and inks and stuff. And then down there, that second shelf right there, those drawers all have like Cricut supplies in it, like for my cutting machine or for my Cameo. Either one, it works with both. Down here is just paper crafting stuff. The Cameo is at the bottom. The reason I put it down there is it's a very old Cameo. And when I use it, it has to be hooked up to my, just happens to be sitting here, a very, very old Dell computer. This is the only computer that I have that it works with. Mainly I use my iPad and my phone. And then the Amazon Fire is what I watch movies and stuff on. These 3 drawers are all molds. Those are all molds right there. These 3 drawers over here, top one has art supplies like pastels and watercolor and acrylic paint. This second drawer has extra embellishments in it. And the last drawer, what did I put down there? Oh, just ribbon and stuff like that. So extras also. So the bins up here, you can see this is all glue. That has some glue. It also has some of the pet stickers, you know. That just has little extras in it, and that has some UV resin in it, and that is Sinker White bottle right there. And then on my desk, so hang on, we'll switch my desk. Like I said, over here I do have this light that casts fire. You can't see it now because my light's on. I have to get my son to, I went to turn off my light because I'm not a bright light person, but my ceiling fan went off. I need my ceiling fan, people. Yes, it's hotter than hell here. Air purifier, baby wipes. This has my heat gun in it that's plugged into a power strip over there. It also has little extras in it, like all these little frogs that I did, stuff like that. Just recent little ones. These jars are extras, and then this is all extra, like resin pieces, like when you drain your paddles and stuff. I threw all those into a jar. Scissors. This right here has, these right here are resin crete pigments. These with the top on it, these are the Resin Rocker UV pigments. This right here are all like Timu pigments for regular resin, and what I have left of alcohol inks I need to reorder is these tall ones right here. And then I do have my chameleon powders back there. And there are my two mixers, my gooseneck, which I film on. This bin right here has my, it's a small, how can I describe? It's a thermal printer. It doesn't take ink or anything. It's a foam memo, and I love that thing. I make all my stickers and everything with that. Down here, this is all my cups and everything. My tumbler that I drink out of daily. My paper towels, my alcohol. Back here is just mixing paddles and extra, like there's an extra Aurora powders back there. Glazes, some white acrylic paint. And then over here, because I decided to not put these all the way under, I have a ledge over here also, which stores my UV, my new Let's Resin UV light is back there. Some big measuring cups, and then just pins. Those are like the gold and everything, some stir sticks. This one has some extra little tools in it. And my Dremel is what this is. I have a Dremel. This, in case you're wondering, this is for glue or even like resin, like UV resin. You put the bottles upside down so everything goes. It was one I got through the Vine program. It needed a review. It's got different size holes, all that good stuff. So, this is, I've told you guys, let me take this off of here. I'll put it back over here on my table. I do not use a resin heat mat. This is, and you can see it's been used. This is a food heat mat. Now, I've been using this since almost the beginning. My regular resin mat is over there under all those packages of paper and everything, because it warped so bad it was making all my molds out of whack. This is pure silicone. It's very thick. It's got those on the bottom. I do keep a silicone mat underneath it. This is the controls. So this is on. You just got to touch it. Now it will come up to the last temperature that I had it at, which is 122. I can increase that. It goes all the way up to 224, I believe. I've never used it that high. I use it between 150 and 170. 158 is like one of my numbers. And then it'll count up till it gets to that temperature. Right now it's saying it's at 95 degrees, 96. So there's that. And then I put down a silicone mat on top of that. I am working on top of my heat mat because with the space, it's just much easier. My son's taking this tonight. He has pool tonight. This is his 8-ball dragon I made him. If you saw that video. So that is the extent of my room. That is my closet, which is somewhat organized at this point. There is a bunch of clothes I gotta organize, but other than that, this table, if you guys don't have floor space, this came through the Vine program for a review, and I was kind of leery about getting it, but I needed something that didn't take up floor space. This attaches right to my bed right here, and it just screws in so you can make it as tight or as loose as you want. It has 2 shelves on it. It has the built-in slot for your tablet. And I love this thing. I keep all my medication basket down there. Bear is like the most butthurt kitty in the world right now. David threw him in the cage. It was a kennel to bring them all here. He had one that was big enough for all 3 of them. So we did that. He needed a dolly to carry it because you remember my cats are very large. So the total weight without the kennel was, let's see, 30, 55, 60, 70 pounds of cats. 70 pounds of cats inside a kennel. He needed the dolly to get them in and out of the car and the apartment. But he put them in the back of my SUV, and the seats in the back were not down, so they couldn't see me. So for an hour and a half, Clyde, who was my separation anxiety cat, meowed louder and louder and louder, and I would meow back to him because these cats like to be answered, but he was not having it. He could not see me, and he about threw a fit. And then when he would finally get quiet, Spike and Bear would take over. So yeah, hour and a half trip into Austin because we could only do 55 because David was driving the U-Haul, towing his totaled car back here. And so I stayed behind him because if he needed to change lanes or anything, he needed me to get the lanes so that he could get over. Because that U-Haul is they have it regulated at 55 miles an hour. But I am pretty much done with this room at this time. And well, this is what it looks like, guys. So, I have a 10 by 10 room. I have a queen size bed. I have 2 shelving units. And I can still walk around in here. And my chair fits, my table. I like the way that I did it because I get the extra ledge space on the ends. But that is it. So for now, I'm done. And I'm happy. Because I never thought I would get this all done. But okay, guys, tell me what you think. Talk to you later.